Welcome to the Shred Zone. This lesson is about how to harmonize a melody. Can't we all just live together in harmony? Using the greatest melody of all time, Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, I'll attempt to make clear a topic shrouded in mystery. Now, why the hell would you care about harmonizing a melody when it's all about shredding like a beast? And the answer is because you'll sound really good. But I already kick so much ass, it's ridiculous. By understanding harmony, you can go directly to the most bitchin' sounds, instead of being subject to trial and error. Now that's what we want. Yeah! In this lesson, we'll discuss the 3 chords that can support any single note, not the 74 options that jazz players have. Fuck those guys. A melody note can be the 1st, 3rd, or 5th of the chord. Don't worry, you'll be happily harmonizing away in no time. Women will crumble at your feet and friends will give you all their money. Sometimes I feel like he's lying to me. Viking horns. How to harmonize a melody. This is best illustrated on the keys. So basically you take a note, let's say C, and you put some other notes behind it. Try to get as many as you can. Get your feet up there. See how good that sounds? Yeah! So here's the idea. We're in the key of C, which is all the white notes on piano. So if we take the note C, in order to harmonize it, C must be either the 1st, the 3rd, or the 5th of the chord. If it's the 1st of the chord, then it's going to be a C chord. A C chord is spelled C-E-G, or basically every other note in the key of C starting on C. So you have C, skip the next note, which is D, go to E, skip the next note, which is F, go to G. That's the principle of all Western harmony, or tertian harmony, which is harmony built on thirds. Now there's one more thing you got to keep in mind. C has to be the highest note in the chord in order for us to hear it as the melody. So the notes in a C chord are C, E, G, but we'll just mix them up. So instead of C, E, G, we want C to be the top note, so we'll go C, G, and E. And that way, this note is the highest note. Otherwise, if it's not, then we don't hear it as the melody. So what if C is the 3rd of the chord? In that case, we go down 3 notes from C. We're here at C. 1, 2, 3 notes in the key of C. So the chord that's generated off this note in the key of C is A minor. And you can find that by just playing every other white note. So A, skip B to C, skip D, E. But we got a problem because this is not the highest note anymore. So we have to reconfigure the notes like this. E, A, C. It's still the same notes but in a different order. I think I'm going to lose it. Now the last option we have for triads is if C is the 5th of the chord. So here we are at C. Go down 5 notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That puts us at the note F. So then we play every other note. F, A, C. And we get an F chord. And this happens to work out because the C is the highest note. And we've got the rest of the chord down here. This is as close to rocket science as music theory gets. If you can understand this, you can understand all the deepest, darkest secrets in the world. Now how does this apply to guitar? It doesn't. We're all fucked. So let's do the same thing that we did on piano. So we're going to take the note C here, which is the 1st fret of the B string. And you can see, if you put a C chord here behind that note, that it works. That note is within the chord. And that's basically the idea. Any melody note you play has to be within the chord. And you're not going to play the high E string because that's going to eclipse the melody or go past it in terms of range or pitch. So you want to stop on that C note on the 1st fret of the B string. Now, of course, you can also put the A minor like we talked about. That's if it's the third of the chord, if the C note is the third of the chord. And then if it's the fifth of the chord, you got your F major bar chord here. So if we play the whole Twinkle Twinkle Little Star exercise, works out really nice. So what am I doing there? Well, first we have the C chord in open position. Then I'm moving to a G in the melody note. And I'm saying, okay, I'm going to put a G chord behind that because that's the root of the chord. And then I'm moving up to an A note in the melody. I'm putting an F chord behind that because F is spelled F-A-C. So A is the third note in an F chord. You could also put an A minor there if you wanted. And then we're coming back to G in the melody. So that could be a G chord, however you want to play it. And then we're coming down to an F note in the melody. Well, that could be an F chord if it's the root. It could also be a D minor. It could also be a B diminished. Yikes.
Hold on to your butts.
And then we're moving to an E note in the melody. That works perfect for the C. Could be an A minor. Could be an E minor. Then we're moving to a D note in the melody. We put a G behind that because D is the fifth of G. And then we're back to C. So once you get a handle on this kind of thinking, it's open season for a bunch of killer sounds and ideas to come out in your playing and your songs. Let's say you want to make Twinkle Twinkle sound Dorian. Or let's say you want to throw in a bunch of fancy harmonic substitutions to impress the chicks. Obviously, chicks really like complicated chords. We all know that. You didn't have to tell me that, Shredmaster. I already knew that. I know this is a difficult topic to understand. I'm thinking about doing a chord theory lesson as a supplement to this. So let me know if you have any questions on this content, if I'm making any sense at all.
Hell! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Maybe I'm just blowing smoke up your ass, I don't know. Oh, don't do that. Play these bitchin' chords for some hot babes, and I think you're gonna like the results. Like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Click the notification bell, otherwise you most likely will not see my uploads. For some reason, YouTube is racist against shred guitar. Be sure to follow me on Instagram and Snapchat, where I'm active throughout the entire day. Tons of Shredmaster content there that you will not see on YouTube. What are your thoughts on this topic? Let me know in the comments below. Also, what videos would you like to see from me in the future? Comment below. That's a wrap for this lesson. You can stay up to date with the Shred Zone by following me on social media. Type in Shredmaster Scott to YouTube, Facebook, or Instagram. Until next time, shred till you're dead.